Okay, good day everyone. My name is Adibo Kenechukwu Franklin and I am here to solve the CTF known as BREAKOUT. So without further ado, I'll jump straight into it. Okay, I'll start with the discovery phase by looping through the network range using my Nmap. Okay, so far we've gotten all the hosts within the network range. This looks particularly suspicious because I haven't seen this within my range in a long time. We'll ping it and we'll scan it and look what we have in it. Okay, now that our scan is done, as you can see, we found about five open ports, three of which are from HTTP and two which are from Samba. So we'll first of all look at the HTTP ports, all of them, from port 80 to port 20,000. So we'll look at them. I'm just going to exit this out, sorry. We'll start with HTTP. Okay, as you can see, it has given us just a normal default Debian Apache 2 web page. I'm just going to inspect this and look if there are any secrets inside. Okay, as you can see, we have a commented um, encoded code. Let's copy this. It seems to be encoded in a brain fog format. So we'll just copy this. We'll head over to a specific brain fog website and then we'll crack it there. We'll decode it there. Online brain fog decoder. Just going to paste the code here. I'm going to decode it. Okay, as you can see, what seems to be a password has been generated from this code. We're then going to go back to our web page and then view the second HTTP website. Okay, so it is running in an SSL mode, so it's now redirecting us to another website which uses HTTPS. Let's proceed. It has now redirected us to a login web page. Let's check what the third let's check what the third website has for us. Okay, the same thing applies here. Click on it, and it has also redirected us to a login web page. We're then going to move over back to our terminal and then focus on the SMBM ports which are open. Let's try using a tool called SMB client to check if we are able to log in as an anonymous user. click on enter, and we cannot access as an anonymous user. So we'll move over to enumeration, and then we'll start by using the enumeration tool called enum for Linux to enumerate what information that is available from the SMB server. Okay, so far it's been able to give us all this valuable information, but something caught my eye, which was this. This is a local user which was discovered within the SMB server. So we'll just use this out of curiosity. We're just going to move over to our first login web page. We'll use sidebar along with the password in which we had decoded earlier. Just copy this and we'll paste it over here. Let's see whether it works. Sadly, it didn't work. We're going to move over to our next web page. We'll try the same credential login process, and then we'll see whether this one works. And as you can see, it has worked, and now we are in. Okay, now we want to use this user's terminal, and then we're just going to look around, see what we can find. Okay, it seems that we only have access to this file, user.txt. We also have access to few others, but I'm more interested in this file. We're just going to cut this and see what is inside. Okay, and like that, we have found the first flag, which is this. You managed to break to my secure access. Okay, so what next? Okay, I'm going to try a privilege escalation. We want to try moving over to the root user. So I'm going to just, first of all, I'm going to set up a listener here using netcat. I'm not going to type in the netcat command. Okay, I should have connection now. As you can see, I've gained connection. Now I want to use Python so I can make this look like an actual shell in a Linux terminal. So that's what I will do. Okay, as you can see, it is looking like an actual Linux terminal. I'll then proceed to look at what is within this directory. Okay, so as you can see, I have access to the var directory. I simply have access to tar. And let's look at what is in within the var directory. Okay, we have backups within the var directory. Let's move over to that. Sorry. Okay, let's look at what's in it. Okay, let's be sure that that is all that is there. If not, there are more. And as you can see, there are more. Okay, so we can access. We seem to be able to access this, but we cannot access this. This seems to be we can't access both of them. Sorry, this seems to be only accessible by the root user. So let's try and work up an exploit for that. For that, we're going to use limpies. This you can get it from downloading it from our original shell and then hosting a HTTP website in which you can download it over to the remote shell. Observe. Sorry. I have to move to the directory where all the tools are first, and then I can then proceed to host the server. Okay. Now I can then proceed to fetch the tool from my terminal. Sorry, I'm not in the right directory. That was probably why it refused. Okay, let's try that again. Or sorry, I meant to say I wasn't using the right IP address. Okay, as you can see, we've gotten the file again. We're now going to make this executable. Okay, now we can finally run this. Okay, I started enumerating for vulnerabilities in which we can use to escalate privileges. Okay, so so far after going through the enumeration, I've been able to find this particular exploit. So I'm just going to copy this, paste it here. Okay, so this is an exploit used to bypass not being able to open the file as the root user, meaning that as I am, I can go ahead and open the file as a normal user, giving myself privileged access to this file, which seems to be suspicious. Okay, I can then go ahead and proceed to open the file, open the newly made tar file. But first, let's look at it. Let's be sure that it is currently within this directory. Okay, we can see it here. We can see it here. So when we begin to open it, sorry. Okay, it is open. That's giving us this directory. This time we are able to access it. We are able to access this directory as a root user. As we are the user cyber, we can access the file as a root user. So we'll just simply navigate to the various directories, and then sorry, can then proceed to open the file. Okay, within the file, we can see a password here. Okay, we'll just assume that this could possibly be the password to the root user. So we'll just go ahead and copy this and then use it to switch over to the root user. We'll then paste it, press enter, and like that, we are in the root user. Okay, so we first of all want to navigate over to our main directory. Let's look at what's available there. And so far, we have a file called root.txt. I'm interested in looking at what that is. We'll just type in, we'll just cut this out. Sorry. Okay, and like that, we have gotten our second and final flag. If you found this insightful, thank you.